When you sing God Bless America, you are asking God to bless ethnic cleansing. America didn't start with our Constitution. America came about because you know who sailed the ocean blue in 1492. At that time, there were 15 to 20 million Native Americans living on this continent. They spoke over 1,000 languages, and they died in battle, defending their homes, their wives, their children, and their lands from the European American invaders. Their cultures and languages were lost in the winds of war. Today, their population is about 2 million. Most Native American languages have ceased to exist. Only about 8 indigenous languages remain. Surely you don't believe that God was responsible for this ethnic cleansing? Surely you don't believe that God killed all the buffalo to encourage the Native Americans to move the reservations? Thomas Jefferson, our third president and author of the Constitution, once wrote, "American Indians are merciless savages." And he wrote those words in the Constitution. When you or someone else makes the statement, "God gave us America," you are stating that God did ethnic cleansing, then handed this country over to all European Americans. There's a history of trails of tears associated with each and every one of our original 48 states. The power of God in religion is always an after-the-fact assumption of the involvement of God. If you truly believe that God gave us America, perhaps you may have some type of dementia. American adults most surely know the truth about Native American genocide, oppression, Holocaust, and the indigenous peoples that occupied these lands. People say that is all in the past and we can do nothing about it. Well, for one thing, you could refuse to sing God Bless America. You could remind your friends, fellow workers, and church members as to what the truth really is. We are a caring nation, but most of us want God to bless us for being hypocritical. Our money is stamped with, "In God we trust." A truthful motto would be, "In truth we trust." America came about by the invasion by European Americans, destroying the homes of Native Americans and forcing them to move to reservations. Then, if gold was discovered on a reservation or European American settlers wanted their lands, the heavy hand of government stepped in and took big chunks of a reservation. The phrase Indian giver is the most stupid and idiotic phrase ever coined. It is written that the Constitution of the United States is a glorious standard, founded in the wisdom of God. It was founded in the wisdom of people who wished to be free of the heavy hand of British rulers, but they thought nothing of using their own heavy hand to force Native Americans to move to reservations. Many white settlers advocated the total extermination of those savages. President Andrew Jackson signed the Indian Removal Act in 1830. The Indian Removal Act started the removal of the tribes by way of the Trail of Tears from their homelands in the Deep South to Indian reservations in Oklahoma. They forced them at gunpoint to walk more than 1,200 miles far across the Mississippi River to Indian Territory, which is now Oklahoma. Whooping cough, typhus, dysentery, cholera, and starvation were epidemic along the way. 5 tribes were involved in this part of Indian removal. The names of the 5 tribes were the Cherokee, Choctaw, Seminole, Chickasaw, and Creek. The federal government promised that their new land would remain unmolested forever. But as the line of white settlers pushed westward, Indian country shrank and shrank. In 1907, Oklahoma became a state, and Indian territory was gone for good. The forced removal of the 5 tribes along the Trail of Tears started in 1831 and ended in 1838 with the deaths of over 10,000 Native Americans from malnutrition, exposure, and disease. The Cherokee tribe referred to the Trail of Tears as Nunadal-Suni, which means the trail where they cried. Surely you don't believe that God orchestrated the Trail of Tears. So the next time you sing God Bless America, you are asking God for His blessing on the ethnic cleansing of Native American tribes. Or if you make the statement, God gave us America, you are saying God orchestrated ethnic cleansing of all Native Americans. You know that what I have said is the truth, so don't be hypocritical. Spread the truth, and perhaps God may bless you for doing so.